What's up, guys, and welcome to Total War Attila. Yes, we're a seagull. All right. Yes, we're playing Total War Attila. I haven't actually played this game before. Not much anyway. I've played. I briefly put it on just to see how it goes. But yes, it kind of went under the radar a little bit, mainly because I think nobody really asked for a Total War Attila game. However, they decided that they were going to make this. I think, let's be honest, right? Everybody who's ever played a Total War game just wants them to make Total War Medieval 3. Let's just like skip straight past it. That is what everybody wants. Whether they do that, we'll wait and see. I'm really hoping they do. But yes, this is Total War Attila. And the reason we're playing this is because we want, well, I want to play a Viking style Total War series or game. I don't know if this will be a series. I mean, I'll probably play it, but I think, given we already have two others on, this is going to be, if I have time, I shall do this. Yes, I think we're going to be focusing on the Empire and possibly the Shogun one. Although, going by what happened in last week's Shogun episode, I'm not sure we have much left, or how much longer that series is going to last. But yes, we're going to give this one a go. We are playing as one of the Nordic tribes, with this guy here, Big Dag, who is actually our leader as well, who has, yeah, and also, might I just point this out, Dag is 62 years old and has hair like that. Meanwhile, his 42-year-old son looks like that. And yeah, also, this boy, Big Gouty, has bred like crazy and has two sons and two daughters who each or apart from this daughter, Runa, apparently nobody, oh, she's 12. Yeah, maybe that probably explains it. Yeah. They have also bred like crazy and have a bunch of sons and daughters. Meanwhile, this boy over here has one son who's 16 and also... 16? You're having a laugh. 16? He's got a mustache like that. Anyway, so this is our family. Dag leads it. This will be our tribe. So yes, we're going to basically go and try and take everyone out. The reason the reason I wanted to do a Vikings series was I saw the Assassin's Creed Valhalla trailer the other day, and it made me think of Vikings. And then I realized that I had never actually finished the Vikings series on Amazon Prime. There's a couple of series that I hadn't watched yet, so I went and watched that. And now I am in the mood to play some Viking stuff. And I did a bit of research, and it turns out this is the best game to play Vikings. I mean, actually, I think there aren't any games where there are Vikings in it, apart from the Thrones of Britannia Total War Saga episode. But that is only Britain, so there is like not too much to do. But it is actually real Vikings as opposed to this, where we're just kind of nomadic tribes. It's not even Norway, really. This is part of Sweden, but yeah, we're basically going to be playing. These are the most northern people I could find, apart from maybe. Hang on, we'll bring up the map. Apart from maybe these guys, but yeah, these are about as far north as you can possibly get. So yes, we're going to play as these guys. We're going to probably try and take out the other that's the wrong button. The other Norwegian or nomadic tribes. These guys, the Alabu. And these guys, actually, that's the name of the city. What are these guys called? The Jutes and the Danes. Right. So we need to take out the big Jutes and Dani, and then, yes, then we can go from there. Let's have a quick look at our diplomatic tree here and see who we like. Apparently the Romans despise us. Not entirely sure quite what that is all about. I mean, they do have England. They got as far as Scotland and went, nah, with good reason. And yeah, apparently they don't like us. Apparently the Caledonians also don't like us for some reason. And everyone else seems to be relatively nonplussed. They like us, apparently. They are at war with the Romans. They have no allies. These guys are the Danes. Are relatively nonplussed about us. They are at war with those guys, and they're also at war with those guys. So they've got a bit on their plate. So maybe we should go and take them, because if you look at this here, we have this place. If we take both this place and this place, then we get the entire region of Skanza. And then we can, I think we can do some other fun stuff once we have it. So yes, but we need to get all 3 places before we can actually do that. So I think task 1 is to try and take maybe this place and then take that place. But yes, that will be, I think, our main focus. So we have this army here, led by Guti, the breeding man, who's resulted in all of these children. So we can send him, and we can also send Big Dag and his army as well. And then we also have this army over here, led by Sigar, who's an admiral. So we have a little fleet here. So we can actually send these guys down. They have this fleet, and then they have an army here. And I think that might be it. I don't see anyone else. So I think that's probably all they've got. So we could probably, I think they look like they could be relatively easily taken. Also the fact they're at war with other people might help us a little bit. So let's send this fleet down here just to go and have a little spy, shall we say. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring this army with us and take them as far south. And then I'm actually just going to leave us completely undefended and send this army down as well. We don't have any enemies, so unless these guys feel very optimistic or very opportunistic, should I say, they'll yeah, I don't think we're going to lose this place. I think what we'll do is we'll probably just end turn here, and then in next turn we'll try and take out this fleet and then immediately go and attack this place with both of these armies, which should hopefully be enough. And we'll end turn now. Right, I'm gonna go for the defense one just because we're kind of we're a military facing organization here. We like to go and battle people, so let's just focus on getting as much military technology as possible. We also don't have a provincial governor. You look like the chap for the job. Okay, I'm not going to declare you heir. This guy's the heir apparently. He wouldn't take to that too kindly, I don't think. Oh, we should seek him a wife. Right, well we can do that in a bit. How do we what? Governors assigned. Right, we've assigned Geezer. We've signed Geezer. He's a good old geezer, isn't he? We've assigned Geezer to be the governor for that region, so I don't know what that allows us to do, but we'll also seek him a wife. So Geezer needs a wife, and yes. Now can we end turn? There we go, finally. At least it tells us these things. Otherwise we'd be doing all this stuff and not knowing, so at least we know. But yes, hopefully these guys don't do anything. Okay, Mr. Franks. Farmund, he's a 30-year-old. Yes, I think that's probably a pretty good deal. We get 115 per turn out of our trade agreement, and they're willing to pay us 200 for the benefit of being trading with us. So yes, I shall accept your offer of a trade agreement. Excellent. A worthy bride. Okay, so Geezer and Bjorg. So Bjorg, you're 34. It's an equal age. That seems about right. She's a sword maiden, so she's going to be absolutely badass in battle, which is pretty cool. Yes, you can marry Bjorg. So Geezer has himself a wife. Right, okay, so now they have cleared off. They have completely cleared off. There is, actually, they do still have this fleet sitting here, but their army seems to have disappeared entirely. No idea where they've gone. Let's go a little spy over here just to make sure they're not right. So they have appeared to have just completely vanished. So let's declare war on them. Wait, they have allies now. When did they get allies? They got allies with these guys. Were they not at war with them like 2 minutes ago? Oh, okay. I see what's happened here. So the Danes, Big Danny, has got himself a peace agreement with the Varanians, and to do so, they have agreed. Big Danny has agreed to pay the Varanians every turn. So effectively, by me attacking them and taking them out, the Varanians are at a disadvantage because they may not be getting their money anymore. So they may join them so they can get their money. But I don't know if that's a high chance. So we're just going to accept it. I mean, these guys could just be our next enemies if they do accept. Okay, they've refused to join their side.
And prefer the sharp sword to a lying tongue.
Alright, Danny, shut up. Right, let's get on with this. So, okay, so they have a bunch of men inside the city as well. Another 500 and 22 men inside the city and 336 currently in this fleet here. So we're going to continue the blockade. We're going to bring this army on land, and we're going to encircle them, and then we'll get this army here to come and help out with the encircling. Right, so now, what's our percent? Very high! Very high. We have 1,200 in our main attacking force, including Big Dag. And then we also have Big Guti backing us up, and we also have Big Seagar in his boat. So we actually have over 2,500 men versus their 700 or so, 800. So let's auto-resolve this. Aggressive, which one do we have? Balanced. And aggressive is you'll rush them. Usually more effective when the enemy have missile superiority, expect higher casualties. Well, I don't think they have missile superiority, so we'll just go with a balanced one. That's taking them out, a decisive victory. We lost 449, they lost 858, aka everybody. So that should now have got us that city. Okay, so now we can decide what we want to do with it. We can either raise it, in which case we burn it to the ground. We can loot them, in which case everybody hates us, but we do make 2,400 coins out of it. We can occupy them, apparently everybody still hates us, but our unit replenishment rate is 2%. We can sack them, which makes us a bunch of money, but I don't really know if we want to do that. Or we subjugate. Alright, so the faction still exists, but they basically become a lesser like a puppet state is what they call it. I think Occupy is like the only really one we want here. Okay, so that's just repairing that. Our army should be getting replenished slowly. And yes, we have this place. So that is one location down already. I think our next target is these guys. It's the obvious choice. They do have this army of 2 units, and we have this army, including their king. The Jutes, who we are going to attack next, have decided that they want a trade agreement, which gives us 111 coins per turn, which is not great. But they also want 200 coins out of it, which I'm not too happy about, so you can get that out of here. Just clear off, mate. You're going to be part of us anyway. Right, they reject our offer. Good. I thought he was going to come for us there. I was like, oh god, this is what we've brought upon ourselves. So they're all clearing off in their ships, which is quite nice. They're all clearing off in their ships, which is very nice. And they have left their city entirely undefended, which is not a great idea, because we can now just wander on in there and take it. So we'll probably just go and do that. Yes. I'm not sure what happens in this, if when you take a city, if the faction is destroyed entirely. If you kill them, then I expect that to happen. What are you doing, mate? What I'm not sure is if we take this, if these guys will just die, or if they'll become like raiders effectively, because there are sort of nations in this game that don't actually have anywhere where they stay. They just kind of roam around and take out anybody who comes near them. I think these... Yes, because the Danes are still existent. So the Danes still exist, however they don't have a capital city anymore because we took it. So they have an army positioned down here somewhere, in this region somewhere in here, just kind of roaming around because they don't have a city to take. So unless they capture one of these, they're just going to kind of... Yeah, I don't know what they'll do. But yes, so... If we take this, these guys will still exist and can come back and take it back from us. So if we do take it, we need to make sure we hold it. And that's the same for this, actually, is we do need to make sure that the army that's down here, the Dani that's down here, doesn't come back and somehow take that straight back from us. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this army to just go and take this place here. Apparently they can't reach. Why can you not reach? Why? I mean, they can move quite quickly on the ground, but they don't seem to be able to move anywhere. Why are they going all the way around this way?
Of course.
Oh, they left their boat. Did they leave their boats? Is that what happened? That seems very strange. They came back across here and then down to the city so they could go back up there. Why did they not just go that? Oh, right, okay. They must have... I feel like they must have left their boat sitting here or something. Right, well, that's not going to do anything for the time being. We're just going to have to wait another turn. Oh, we've researched this, so we need to research new technology. So Militarized society. Minus 10% upkeep cost for all military melee units, and enables the building of a smithy. Good, everybody loves a good smithy. Anyway, and we also have the option of a Roman logistics system, which gives us plus 5% ammunition, and enables the building of a wood carver. What does a wood carver give us? Alright, I'm just going to go with that for the time being. Well, we can always research this one later, I think. So, that's going to take us like 3 turns, so that's fine. We're just going to have to end turn again. See what happens. I'm waiting on the Danes coming back. I think the more they kind of roam around without taking a city back, the more they'll lose in terms of people. So they're probably quite weakened as it is, but you never know. They might come back and have a massive army, so we just got to be aware that they could potentially do that. Okay, so we have this army, so let's go and send them here to take this place, declare war on these guys. They have no allies, nobody cares. Right, let's go and do that. Right, okay, so somehow they have 600 men. We have 1,190 though. But it's still a 50-50% battle. Okay, let's fight this ourselves, shall we? Before this army over here comes back and helps, because that would not be a good scenario when that occurs. This is our army. We have a bunch of guys with swords at the back. I don't think these are particularly great units, to be honest. Nomadic band, I mean, it doesn't sound particularly great, does it? This is our general, Big Gooty. So he seems to be probably our best infantry in terms of melee infantry. We have some guys with spears, Nordic levy, and then we have some bow and arrow men up front, which seems kind of counterintuitive. So let's line up these guys across the front, start the battle. Right, where is everyone? They have guys on the ships. Is that it? Oh no, there they are there. Okay. Look at this. People just running away. Okay, so let's march. What are they shooting at us? Is it the watchtower? The watchtower is shooting at us. Right, okay. Let's move these guys forward. Okay, so I've got my archers, so we're going to try and bring them to attack these guys. They are now actually in range of them, so let's see if we can get some arrows on top of them. Oh, there we go. They're running around like crazy, they've got their shields out. Arrows are not particularly effective, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. So, I'm probably just going to get these guys to engage them, and then we'll get the archers to push up a little bit further. Meanwhile, these guys can watch that flank. These guys are just going to charge. Oh my word, mouse, right. Charging in. How would you know who to fight in that scenario? Like, see if you were in that battle. Who would you know to attack? Because everybody looks the same. Well, this has not gone too well. Appears as if they have beaten our men quite significantly already. Right, so our general and all of these guys are now about to get involved. This is an absolute monstrosity that's unfolding here. Hopefully it's enough to take them out. I'm hoping that these guys are not shooting our own men in the back, which is entirely possible. My general has fleeing. Oh no, these guys are fleeing. I think my general's dead. Oh no, he's still here. He's actually doing alright. Okay, so it appears if all of our units are absolutely crap, because they're just dying immediately. These guys are not particularly good. Don't run away, like, they're all about to run away. We don't want them to... Oh, for God's sake, they're all running away. This is perfect. They're all running away. Bunch of cowards. I think we lost our general. I think that's what happened. I don't know where these guys came from. And we also had, like, double the number of them. So how has this happened? I think we've just got absolutely awful units. I think that's all that's happened here. Oh, our general. Big Getty or whatever. Ah, it was a defeat. Okay. They only lost 250 men. What the hell? 250. We lost 885. We have got some absolutely god-awful men playing for us. Like, these guys are just the worst. Just died immediately. Anyway. Right. Well, that's one army down. We can go and build a close defeat. You having a laugh? Okay, we need a new general. So, this guy's apparently stupid. I think this is probably the best guy at the top, to be honest. Yeah, I think this is our man. Okay, let's get him recruited. What was his name? Algut. I think we're just gonna have to end turn, to be honest. We have this fleet here we could send up to try and take it. We can go and blockade them, just because why not? They only have 32. They've got 360 men reinforcing, but they only have 32. Right, you know what? I'm going to alt-resolve it. We're going to take a protective stance. A crushing defeat, for God's sake. So this has not gone particularly well at all. I feel like we're already off to an absolutely brilliant start with this series, if it is a series. Yes. At least we've got one place secured, but we couldn't even take a city that was completely undefended, so yeah. They cleared off with all their armies, and now they're coming back. Okay, at least the big army. The king's still off. He's not coming back. He's continuing on his mission. They have sent one ship back, which I don't think is gonna last particularly long. I don't quite understand how our army of double the men lost so tragically there. I mean, to be fair, it's probably my tactics of just shoving everybody at each other. These guys want us to marry. Yeah, they're going to give us 900 coins. And big Sophia, I'm not that bothered. She's 16 though, which, I mean, do we want to allow our 16-year-old daughter to go and marry? I mean, 16 is the age of consent. So, you know, at least it is in this country. Alright, we'll send our 16-year-old off to go and marry somebody on the other side of the sea. This army is fully replenished, in which case we could actually send it to go and take this place. They have sent this army here with like one unit. Oh, actually, it's quite sizable. I wonder if they're battle scarred. Anyway, I think this like little ring around the outside shows how many people are in it, but I might be wrong on that one. Anyway, let's go and send. Why have you gone that way, you muppet? Oh, you are the worst. Alright, here they come. So they have decided to immediately attack us with their 522 men. We have 300, and it's giving us a pretty bad chance here. So let's retreat. Tactical retreat. And we'll go and we'll send both armies to go and attack them at the end of this. Alright, apparently our leader, who lasted about 5 minutes, has died again. Okay, so let's put this guy in charge. He is stupid, apparently. But yes, he also has pretty good influence. Death of natural causes? Dag? And that guy's died of natural causes. Geezer's now our leader, which is interesting. It's a good thing we got him a wife. We can actually recruit more armies now. So we might as well do that. Raise an army. There we go. We now have ourselves another army. So let's send you in here. Let's recruit some units. What can we get? Some Thrall skirmishers. Skirmishers. Nordic hunters. Nordic band. And Nordic levy. Well, we already know from fact that these guys are crap. We don't really not use these guys. These guys are awful by the looks of things. I think we're just going to get a couple of these. Couple of these. That'll do us for now, I think. Right, let's go back here. So can you move? Okay, you can move. So let's go and attack. Let's encircle them. And we'll send this guy in. So now does that give us a chance? Okay, that gives us like a 60% chance of success, which is a lot better than last time. And this time I'm going to alt-resolve it so that we can, yeah, so that we're not at a massive disadvantage because I'm controlling them. Let's just go with a balanced stance. Right, we killed them. Close victory. We did lose, or sorry, they lost 1,082, which is everyone. We did lose about, not quite half of our men, but a substantial amount. We did also capture 152 men, so that would be quite useful for replenishing. So we get -5 province instability for taking this place because... okay, well I need to do that anyway. So this place is now actually... Good lord. -19. So that's why this place has got public order so bad, is because we've taken this place and this place, which are both in the same province. So they're yeah, they're everybody, or is it a province or whatever it's called, the region. So everybody is, all three of these cities are affected. When any one of them's taken, all three of them are affected, which is not great. But anyway, hopefully it only lasts a few more turns and then we can not have to worry about it too much, because public order is just awful everywhere at the moment, and just going to get worse as well. So let's send these guys back into here, and that gives us an army in each location. So these guys are replenishing, these guys are recruiting, and then these guys will be replenishing when they get there, and then it's probably going to be a few turns of just doing that and getting public order back into position of some stability before we continue looking at getting any more enemies. We'll research this community property, and hopefully I think a general balance between civic and military, but more leaning towards military I think is the better option here. So we'll do that. But yes, I'm going to end the episode. If you've enjoyed this Nordic's the word I was looking for. Nordic series, well, potential series, Nordic episode of Total War Attila. Another can't say that today. Another Total War game to add to the collection of videos that I have on this channel. But yeah, if you've enjoyed it, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe as well if you're new around here. And I'll catch you guys some other point whenever I decide to play this in the future. So until then, cheerio.